1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. This might seem like a pretty bad way to make progress, and I mean it is. I was getting lapped by an old lady and an elderly Cocker Spaniel earlier, but this is actually the exact pace that California is moving on climate legislation in 2023. 2 steps forward, and then 1 step back. That's why for this year's 2023 environmental scorecard, we gave California an 86%, a solid B. We're making progress, but not at the pace we need to meet the moment of the climate crisis. And we need everyone to be aware of California's pace on climate action, which should be easy, because I'm walking this pace right now, and everybody's paying attention to me. It's for a video. See, every year here at California Environmental Voters, our scorecard gives a score to the state, the governor, and every elected official on whether they're doing enough to address the climate crisis. And in some years, like 2022, California was moving like this, only forward at a good pace. I mean, in 2022, we were passing bills, making huge investments in climate, and showing the world what it's like to be a leader. California was acting like a dad who had just picked up a speed walking hobby. On your left! And then in some years, like 2021, California was moving on climate like this. It wasn't a great year for climate. So 2023 was kind of a mixed bag. We would take big steps forward, like passing bold climate legislation on water, energy, public lands, abandoned oil wells, and more. And we would even pass regulatory actions like advanced clean fleets, which moved our entire trucking industry towards net zero electrification. But then we would take these costly big steps backwards, like when the governor cut $2 billion from the established climate budget. Also, in 2024, the governor has already proposed an additional $4 billion cut to the climate fund. So that would be more like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Like that song Paula Abdul sang with that cartoon cat.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
God, that was a weird time. This pace and rhythm was something we saw in California all year long. Like with our 3-bill climate accountability package, we passed SB 253, a huge bill which made corporations publish their full scope of emissions. We passed SB 261, which mandated corporations disclose their climate-related financial risks, but we were unable to pass SB 252, which divested California pension funds from fossil fuel investments. Or with our legislators, where we had one of the strongest incoming class on climate we've seen in a long time. We had a substantial drop in the number of legislators that take oil money, but we still have 52% of legislators that take oil money overall. This inconsistent pace on climate may not have been a problem if it was like 20 years ago, but it's 2024. We're 6 years away from a major climate deadline. And if California is going to have any chance of hitting that deadline, we're going to need to start moving a bit more like this. See, this is the pace California needs to be moving on climate policy, and you can help make this happen. View the scorecard online at envirovoters.org/scorecard. You can see how your legislator voted, whether they took oil money, and how you can contact them. Whew, I'm out of shape. Go on without me. Oh, visit the scorecard